Time for the pavlova. It wouldn't be a Kiwi Christmas without pavlova.
Beat your egg whites with an electric beater. Now yes, you do need an electric beater. If you don't have one, knock on your neighbour's door and borrow theirs. Try your very, very best not to get any egg yolk in the egg whites. If you get a little bit in there, it makes it a bit harder to whip the egg whites up really nice and fluffy. Make sure that your eggs are at room temperature. When they're at room temperature, they whip up and fluff up much better than if they're cold from the fridge. So beat the egg whites until they're stiff, add a bit of the caster sugar, continue beating it for another 8 to 10 minutes while you gradually add the rest of the caster sugar and the brown sugar. Continue beating it for 8 to 10 minutes until it's a really thick, glossy meringue. Now briefly beat in the corn flour vinegar and the vanilla essence. So the meringue should be really thick and glossy. It should be thick enough that you shouldn't be afraid to hold it over the top of your head. So it's up to you if you want to do a large rectangular pavlova or a big circular pavlova. If you do want to do a circle, I suggest you get a bowl or a plate and draw a stencil using a pencil on your baking paper and then flip it over. Spoon your meringue onto your marked rectangle or circle and roughly spread it out. Try and work as quickly as you can here. If you like, you can always use a knife to smooth the pavlova over, but I reckon it's much nicer to leave it all in peaks and troughs. So into the oven the pavlova goes for an hour 15 minutes. And once it finishes cooking, do not open the oven door. Just leave it, be really patient, just leave it in the oven with the door closed until it's completely cooled down. Gently toast the coconut in a pan for 2 to 3 minutes until golden brown. Make sure you watch the coconut because it suddenly starts burning really fast. I've just saved it. Now keep that pan on the heat and we're going to make the salted caramel sauce. Melt your butter, brown sugar, caster sugar and golden syrup in the pan. Once it's all melted, simmer it gently for 2 to 3 minutes, stirring occasionally. Remove it from the heat, allow it to cool for another few minutes, and then you can stir in the cream and the sea salt. When you're adding the salt, I recommend that you just add 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon first, taste it, and then if you want to add more salt, you can add it in. Once you add too much, you can't take it out, so it's much better to start off with a little bit and then keep adding to your taste buds. For the vanilla cream cheese topping, which is so delicious, add some softened cream cheese to a large mixing bowl with some icing sugar and a bit of vanilla essence and beat it for a few minutes until it's nice and smooth. Then add your cream about 1/3 at a time and keep beating on a low speed for another 1 to 2 minutes until it's really thick and smooth. So here's a pavlova that I cooked last night and left in the oven. As you can see, it's got cracks all over the top of it, which is a great thing. What it means is that the pavlova's got a beautiful crispy shell and it's marshmallowy on the inside. Roughly spread the vanilla cream over the top of the pavlova and spoon over the Barberry sauce. This Barberry compo is amazing. Barberries are this like tart berry and it goes so well with the salted caramel, which of course is really sweet and a little bit salty, and the tartness of this just makes everything taste amazing. Drizzle over about 1/3 of the caramel sauce and sprinkle over the toasted coconut. If you like, you can always garnish it with a few mint tips.